Welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Trilogy, where in the last video we were still in the courtroom trying to find out what's actually going on with Iris, and we trying to find out the truth what's really going on. So now that the lady who actually, the one Phoenix was dealing with earlier, was another person, and obviously somebody put the soul into another soul's body. So now we found Maya, and it looks like we are going to integrate our best friend in the world, Maya Faye. So with that being said, grab your snacks, grab your drink, because Detective Reaper is here to save the day. Now then, before we proceed any further, I'm going to announce the results of the test we have performed earlier. Test? Yes, test on the bloody dagger that was found stuck in a pine tree. Oh yeah, that. I forgot about that. That's the weapon that Maya Faye used when she fought with the victim. So what are the results? Was it the victim's blood, or due to common constraints, a full test wasn't possible? However, that's one thing we can say with certainty. The blood that was on this dagger was not the victim's blood. That is all. Now then, let's restart this trial. So it wasn't Misty blood on the dagger. Then who was it? Huh. I'm sure both the defense and prosecution know this, but this trial's already coming to a close. Both sides will need to show some further evidence with their claim. I understand, Your Honor. For what I heard, the witness is dangerous weak, physically speaking. So, let's finish this quickly. Agreed. Very well, please bring in the last witness. Oh boy, Maya. Witness, please tell us your name and profession.
Maya Faye. My profession is, I'm the assistant manager at Wright & Corporate Law Office.
Maya, according to the magazine I have here, you're a spirit medium of the Kurian channeling technique.
I'm frightened. The Faye clan. I don't want any more to do with this.
Oh, Maya, the pain the Faye bloodline cause must be unbearable. Very well. Now then, Miss Faye. When did the event occur? You were in the garden in a temple, and you witnessed the moment of Miss Elsie delirium murder. Is this correct?
I didn't see it.
Straighten up this instant, young lady.
Huh?
Pick your head up and speak clearly. There's always time for crying later.
But
Your mother was killed right in front of your eyes. There's nothing you can do to change that fact. But there's something you can do. You can finish this. You've been watching the whole thing, right? You've seen the witnesses come out and you see the squeeze the truth out of them. Now it's your turn. Let's hear your testimony. On the night of the crime, what exactly did you see happen? Witness, if you please.
yes, Your Honor.
Oh, this is gonna be unbearable here. Alright, Maya. The day I never thought we were gonna cross-examine you, but I guess that time is here.
I was past that road to going on the way to a spare prep room when it happened. Suddenly, someone struck me over the head. I stumbled and ended up against the stone laddering. I think I screamed, "Help me!" There's something warm splashed over me. That's when I lost consciousness.
So you're struck in the head. I suppose it must be the staff. Maya, the person who hit you, was it Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it?
I'm sorry, Nick. I couldn't see. I don't know who it was.
Maya, think hard.
Sorry, Nick, but I really couldn't.
Ha! Can't say it was especially good night for young ladies to be walking around alone. It seems that it would be hard to determine the criminal through testimony alone. Very well then, Mr. Wright. Please begin your cross-examination. Maya, hang in there. She doesn't look well at all. Alright, let's see where we go with this. I was passed through the garden on the way. Okay. Suddenly someone struck me over the head. I stumbled and ended up against a stone wall. I think a screen helped me. Screen? You think you screamed, but you're not sure?
Listen, I was a complete wreck. It was dark, I couldn't see my attacker. Was it a man, a woman, an adult, or child? I had no idea. I was getting my wits.
Believe me, my dear, I'm certain I would have sold my robes.
I thought this person might attack me, so I... Anyway, I'm pretty sure I screamed. I thought it was my last hope.
Wow, it sounded like poor little Maria was out of her mind. But I wonder what you mean by last hope. What do I do? Do I press her for more details? Well, hell yeah. We've been pressing everybody for the details, so guess what? We're gonna press her too. Let's hope. Wait a minute, Maya. What's this my last hope stuff?
Huh? What? What do you mean by your last hope?
No. That's what you said. You said my last hope.
Huh? What? I said what?
Look, you were facing an attacker that you couldn't see and you screamed, right? You screamed, help me.
Yeah?
But you testified that you screamed that because you thought it was your last hope.
Oh, well, you know, that's like, what do you call it when it happens?
Maya's not doing so well up there.
Oh, yeah, Oh, that's right. I remember now. I was facing my attacker, but that's not who I was screaming at.
What did you say?
Yeah, that's right. It was the person behind my attacker that I was yelling at. That's who I was screaming to for help. Ah!
Well, what is it now?
I messed up. I didn't mean to let this slip out.
Huh? Witness, are you absolutely sure what you're saying? Behind the attacker, there was another person.
I made it keep that part a secret. What have I done?
Ha! It takes a ton of pressure to make a diamond. That's what I always say.
A ton of pressure?
You're in a court of law here. You can't make things up or try to hide things in this chamber. Witness, the information you just presented is vital to the case. I want you to add it to your testimony.
I could see a man behind my attacker, but the stone lighter.
Okay. Hey man, who is this man?
Well, you see, I couldn't see.
You couldn't see. She's using this excuse twice now.
Well, you know, that light is very bright.
That ain't right, did you say?
There's a great big stone lantern in the garden. They always light up when the calculator is there for training. Hey, you know what they say, under the lantern darkness reigns. So I could see the person that was further away, but not my attacker who was closer. Plus, there weren't any other light sources in the garden at that time.
That's something wrong, okay. Okay, let's see the man attacker. Oh, let's see here. Stone Larry, where is this stone? Oh, here we go. Alright, Maya. So, there was a man standing behind your attacker?
Yeah?
That man, he's the killer? He stabbed her from behind. He's the one who killed Elsa Delirium, otherwise known as Misty Faye, your mother.
The killer?
Maya, you know who killed your mother? don't you?
Huh?
What is it being this Mr. Wright? To be frank, Your Honor, I think she's in shock and quite confused. That's why she hasn't noticed a huge problem with her testimony.
Huh? What do you mean? What problem?
Maya, on the night of the crime, that stolen letter was out of commission.
Huh? What?
It's true. There was no light anywhere in the garden that night.
No!
On the court! Mr. Godot, explain this! Add appearance of milk to the perfect, clear darkness coffee stir. That is the state of the witness mind right now. A cup of cafe a lot. Cafe au lait? Is that even legal? Mr. Trite orders order milk and you order spoon. Your Honor. I'm a spoon? I'm no spoony bar, I have you know. You must have noticed it too, Trite. This witness mental state is highly unstable right now. It's not hard to understand why she would make a little mistake like that. Sorry, but that's not going to cut it. What did you say? If there's truly no light in the garden, then there's a fatal contradiction in the witness' last bit of testimony.
Nick?
May I? Recall the witness statement about her attacker. She said she didn't know if it was a man or woman, an adult or a child. And yet, the witness could describe a person that was standing behind her attacker. And she's quite clear to describe him as a man.
Ah!
In other words, that would have mean that Maya actually saw a mystery person, despite it being so dark that she couldn't see the face of her own attacker.
No!
Order! What in the world does all this mean, Mr. Wright? Are you saying Miss Faye saw the real killer under pitch black conditions?
Objection!
Trite, don't you have any idea what you're proposing? How could she have seen in the dark? There was no other light source at the scene.
Objection!
There are some things that you can only see in the dark, Mr. Godot. Maya, you did see who the killer was in the dark, and now you're trying to cover for him. Cover for the man that killed her mother? There's only one conclusion I can draw from this. You know who this man is.
Please, Nick! I don't know anything! Please, I'm begging you!
Huh. You talk a good game, Trite, but let's see if you can walk the walk. It was pitch black. What could the witness see? I'm calling your bluff.
No, Nick, don't! Please, stop!
Maya is dead set on protecting this guy. The man who murdered Maya's long lost mother. But I can't let him get away with it. I'm a lawyer at office of the court. I'm here to find the truth. Alright, Mr. Wright. Time to show us what you got. Who was this person that you say Miss Faye saw in the dark? Yeah, this is gonna be easy. I've been wondering about you for a long time because you have these red things on here. So if I would, for example, let's say you cut the lights off, then most likely that you can see this still is right here. So I am coming after you.
Take that!
Because it's pitch black, Miss Faye was able to recognize the killer easy. I'm sure the court would like to see for itself how this is possible, yes? Alright, but how did you propose to show us something like that? It's easy. We just need to create the conditions of that night. Conditions? Your Honor, the defense official requests that all the lights in this courtroom to be turned off. What? Yes, but it can't be. Huh. Oh yeah. That was a nice bit of deduction, trite. Yeah, we figured it's you. Well, everyone, this is the man Maya saw the night of the murder. Order! 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 Prosecution got that! What is the meaning of this? Surely you must be shocked to hear yourself accused of such a thing! Why are you denying it? Huh. Your Honor, you're asking the wrong person. What do you mean by that? If you got a question, ask the witness. That's one of my rules. Well, Maya, how about it? What you saw that night, was it 3 glowing red lights? Well, witness, answer the question!
Yeah. You're wrong! I never saw that!
Maya?
I thought the person that stabbed my mother was a man! For totally different reasons!
But what? Witness! Mr. Wright, what the? Stop your chattering, Your Honor. Chattering? If it's worth asking, ask the witness. That's one of my rules. Alright. Well then, let's continue with the testimony. Please tell us how you knew the killer was that man.
Yes. Yes, Your Honor. I didn't realize it until I woke up, but...
Maya playing dumb, know what she's doing.
When I came to, I was just lying down on the training hall floor. By the time I got back to going, the place had totally changed. The torches was lit, and the body was gone. And all the snow around the stone tower had been carefully cleaned up too. Since the person did all that work alone, I just assumed it was a man.
So it was after the crime took place that the witness came to think the killer was a man.
Yes, that's right. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
No need to apologize. It's as good as I could say. You already exhausted. It's only natural that you would be a little confused. Also, if you consider the situation you described, it doesn't seem too much of a stretch to assume the culprit was a man. Mr. Wright, proceed with your cross-examination. Alright, let's see. When I came to the just line of 4. By the time I got back to go out, the torch changed. How did it change? The torch was lit. Oh, the body was gone. Question that. The torches was lit?
Yes, that's how I noticed that the whole scene had changed.
I'm going to say there was a killer who lit the torches. I mean, who else could it be? The killer probably lit them since it's possible to do any cover-up and work in the dark. However, if it's true, that's one thing that still bothers me. Why did the killer go through the effort of moving the body? That's true. It's hard to see if that would be of any advantage to the killer. The only one who would get in there would be the only person that was at the inner temple, Maya. Very well. Let's hear some more about the condition of the crime scene. And all the snow running clean careful too. Okay. So you're saying the killer cleaned up the snow? It did look really odd. The snow was removed in an unnatural looking rectangular shape around the ladder.
There were a lot of shovels around the inner temple, but they are really heavy. Way too heavy for me to use.
And odd fellow indeed, this killer. Why on earth would anyone want to take snow away? Well, that's one thing I can think of. Did you say that a lot of the victim blood sprayed onto the snow?
Yeah. The area collapsed and ended up being splattered.
In other words, the killer purpose was to hide the bloody snowy. I think that's the most reasonable explanation. Perhaps. However, there's something that's bothering me. If the killer just wanted to hide the snow with blood on it, there was no need to remove that amount. That's true. He could have scooped up just the stuff that was stained with blood. It looks like there are some mysteries behind this issue.
But I did this for help explain them.
Chain. Naturally, the killer must have done it, right?
Yes, I think so.
But why would the killer would tamper with the crime scene like that? There must have been something that the killer desperately wanted to hide.
The truth is, when I saw the crime scene, I felt something.
You did?
Yes, I felt like the killer was hiding the evidence from me, for my sake.
What? Hiding from you?
Everyone knew that I was the only one at the inner temple that night. And since the beginning had come back and looked at the garden,
She may have thought if you had done it. No, she definitely would also. And you're saying that's why the killer cleaned up the crime scene to make it look like nothing had happened?
yes, I'm sure of it.
Well, that's certainly an important piece of information. I want you to add it to your testimony.
Yes, Your Honor. I think it was for my sake that the killer cleaned up the evidence of what had happened.
Oh yeah, you're right about that. And guess what? That means we had to go back to the stone. Where's the stone? And we're gonna hit it right there. The body of Elsa Delina was carried all the way to Hakazuo Temple courtyard. Then at the garden, the real scene of the crime, the snow that we suspect was covered in blood was scooped up and removed. It's reasonable to believe all this was done in an attempt to hide the true crime scene. However, there's still one matter that seems somewhat odd. Oh, and what that would be? You must have figured it out by now, Miss Godot. It's a message written in blood on the lantern. It was written very clearly on a white stone lantern. Maya.
Huh?
If the killer was so motivated to protect Maya from suspicion, then why did they wipe the writing off the lantern? Ah! You're right! Order! 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 But Mr. Wright! Isn't it the fact that killer was trying to cover up the crime scene? Indeed, but it doesn't make much sense to move the body and remove the bloody snow, then not wipe off the most incriminating thing of all, the bloody writing.
Objection!
But if that's the case, do you have explanation for the killer mystery behavior? Why would this killer move the body and remove all that snow, but then leave the bloody writing on the lantern? I don't know what the killer plan was, but it's the fact that the killer left the writing on the lantern. There must be a reason for it. Well then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your opinion. Why did the killer leave a message written in blood on the lantern? The killer wrote it. That wouldn't make sense. The killer wouldn't know it. The pen the crime of Maya. Well, yeah, that's true, but it doesn't stick. He hadn't noticed it. He couldn't notice it. Prosecutor Godot, earlier in the trial, you gave me some good advice. Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth. Maybe you're not as dumb as I thought. The real killer wanted to disguise the fact that the crime scene had occurred there. If that's the case, they wouldn't have left the bloody writing on the stone line on purpose. Therefore, it must mean they didn't notice it.
But that doesn't make any sense. The torch was all lit and everything. There's no way any normal person would miss something as clear as that.
You're right. There is no way any normal person would. What? What are you trying to say, Mr. Wright? There's only one person involved in this incident who could have missed seeing the bloody writing altogether. And who would that be? Who is the person that could have failed to notice the bloody writing? We already went through this person again. It's him again. Mr. Godot? This is what you said yesterday. My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. you can't see everything. Is that correct, Mr. Kadar?
This letter was submitted as evidence today. I would like the court to think back to the moment it was first presented.
This letter? There's something written on it. Why? It's written in blood.
Huh, nonsense. This letter is as clean as a whistle. Mr. Goddard just admitted there are certain colors you can't see, correct? You can't see red on a white background, can you? That's right. We went through this once before, during the poisoning case at Tres Bend. This is the apron that the light Miss Bear was wearing at the time, and somehow spilled coffee on.
There's something still bothering Mr. Goddard. Why have you not explained the blood stain onto the court?
Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be?
Don't play games, prosecutor. The blood stain, there's smear all over the apron.
That's ridiculous. Nobody told me anything about bloodstain. You could see the coffee on the white apron, but you couldn't see the ketchup because it was red. Busted, man. You just busted. Ha. It's strange. In a black and white photo, those letters would have been appeared to be black to me. I wonder, why am I the only one that can't see them?
So, then, Mr. Goddard, are you admitting that? Are you admitting that you can't see red letters on the lantern?
Hey, Gramps, did you know? That's the reason why I don't drink red tea. I wasn't sure about it till now, but I just can't believe Prosecutor is the murderer. But there's no going back now. I finally figured out the truth. Mr. Goddard, the defense at this time formally accuses you. You are the murderer of Miss Elsie DeLuna, also known as Misty Faye.
It's hard to believe this may be true. However, once again, Mr. Wright has rubber disquieted fat about you.
Ha. Just make sure you don't fill out the incident in red ink, Gramps. Come on, how does a little graffiti make me into a killer? Besides, it's not like it's my name that's written there. I'm certain that the killer wasn't able to see the color red. This is Trish. Don't go on, Trey. The answer's right there at the crime scene. In the snow.
The snow? How so?
Well, for example, why did the killer move all that snow? Your Honor, you said it yourself. If he wanted to hide the bloody snow, why not take out just that area?
Yes, why did he just take that area? Could it be?
Yes, the killer couldn't see the red blood that had seeped into the snow, and so he had to remove all the snow. He couldn't be sure where this blood had landed, so he removed the whole area.
Objection!
Isn't it more likely that the killer couldn't see the blood because it was dark? Not a chance. The torches was all lit. He was able to see it just fine.
It seems. Then once again, this trial has taken an unexpected turn, to say the least. Can you explain this, Mr. Goddard?
Wait just a minute.
Maya,
What is it? Witness?
Mr. Goddard isn't a killer. After all, he didn't even come to the inner temple until 2 days after murder took place. He didn't show up until after our bridge got fixed up.
Objection!
Maya? You can't testify to something like that.
What? What do you mean? I mean, look at...
After the murder happened, you didn't even exist.
She didn't? I'm afraid I don't follow.
Oh, you see now, old man? We'd established that this just a little while ago. After the murder, this witness was unconscious for a long time. because she was channeling Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh, that's right.
Please, Your Honor, let me add my testimony. Nick, please listen to me.
Maya, do you plan to cover for Godot no matter what the cost? If that's the case, then I got no choice. Your Honor, let's hear her testimony. If it means we're going to hear the whole truth, I'll say we should not silence her. Ha! Nicely done, Triton.
Very well, let's hear the witness testimony. Please tell us what happened in the temple after murder.
Yes, sir. After I woke up, I began channeling my spirit, left me as it were. But little Pearlie was there in the inner temple too.
Alright, wow, this is actually went longer than I thought. Let's see. Can I save? Okay. Alright, we need to save here. Continue here. Okay, good. Alright, we're gonna save it right here. I think we went long enough, and we're gonna continue the final ending of Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright, Trials of Tribulation, and pretty much, well, the next time we go, the next video gameplay, it will be the official ending of Phoenix Wright. I am out.